first episode of Fruits Basket, the new version, and it's real cute. It's real cute, I'm not gonna lie. First episode kind of made me cry. I'm excited to see where the rest of the show goes. I'm pretty sure it's the guy with the orange hair. I'm like, bro, stop looking so attractive. Stop it. Intro, he gives you that bad boy smirk. I'm like, stop it. Stop being so attractive. Hatsuri's zodiac animal that he turns into is a freaking seahorse. I can't. I'm done. I've lost it. I'm deceived. Show. I'm only 7 episodes in. Like, Hatsuri wanted to be with Kana so badly. And they tried. Like, his eye got hurt by the head of the Soma clan. And, like, she got so upset thinking it was her fault. And she became depressed about it. And he didn't want to see her be that way. So he erased her memories of him. And that's why he's worried about Toru. Because he doesn't want Toru to share the same fate as the person he loved, Kana. And I'm just like, oh my god. The poor Soma family. It's not their fault. They have animal spirits possessing them. And it's so sad because they want to be able to love people. Because of this, I guess, curse, they can't really get close to anyone outside of the Soma family because of the opposite sex. Because they think they would be ridiculed and judged. But it's like, no, Toru accepts you. These people accept you. They're led to believe because of this curse, because of being possessed by these animal spirits, that they can't have a relationship with someone that's outside of the Soma family because they think they were raised and it was programmed into their brain that they would be ridiculed and judged and that no one would like them and think they were disgusting for turning into animals. But it's like, there's so many people out there like Toru and Kana who did not care. Kana loved Hatsuri for who he truly was. She wanted to be with him. But at the end of the day, after what happened to his eye, she just blamed herself, and Hatsuri couldn't see her be depressed like that, so he erased her memories. He doesn't want Toru to have to go through that, but it's like the book that I just finished reading. Sometimes feeling sadness and the pain makes it feel real because you know it was real and it happened. And it's like Toru doesn't want to be away from these people. You have Kyo, who just wants to be accepted into the Soma family and be made a member of the 13 or be a part of that feast because he admires and is jealous of Yuki and everything Yuki got to have because Yuki got to be this prince and be accepted. And Kyo just wants to be accepted and a part of this family. And it's just oh my god. And then you have Yuki, who got to admire Kyo because Kyo got to have the freedom. He didn't get pushed into this lineage. Yuki wanted to have that freedom. He didn't want to be pushed into this lifestyle. He wanted to have that freedom. And he's jealous because Kyo, it's so easy. As much as Kyo doesn't like making friends with people, it's so much easier for Kyo to make friends with people, even if he doesn't like them right away. And Yukio, he struggles with that. They're jealous of each other, and I'm like, you just need to talk, and you have so much in common. And Kyo is also jealous of Yuki, because everyone thought Yuki was this great Soma child, and they always were like, well, I wish Kyo would be like Yuki, or I wish Ko would be like this. They always compared Kyo to Yuki, wishing Kyo would live up to Yuki's standard. There's always, Yuki's this, Yuki's that, he's great, I wish Ko could be like that. And Kyo's just kind of jealous of that. He wants to be better. He thinks for Yuki, everything comes easy for him. And for Kyo, he feels like he has to try harder. And that's why he went and trained in the mountain for martial arts, because he put so much time and effort into it. And he wants to be better at it than Yuki. But for Yuki, things come so easily to him. And for Kyo, it's just so hard. Haru. Oh my god, Haru. I love Haru, but every character has a fucking tragic backstory. In this original tale, you have the rat who rode on the ox so that he could get to be in front. He could be in charge. He could be at the top. Everyone said that the rat was using the ox, and everyone thought the ox was stupid for being used. And so through all of his life, Haru thought that everyone thought that he was stupid, and that's why he always hated Yuki as a kid, because he's like, everyone thinks you were using me, everyone thinks I'm stupid, you made everyone think that I'm stupid. One day as a kid, and that's what happened, that's what led to him having this dark Haru, is because he got so angry. He made his parents upset when he didn't mean to, just because he was so angry of everyone thinking that he was stupid and useless when he wasn't. And one day he just snapped. that he took up martial arts as a way to like express himself and to get that anger out, but it was still there. And one day as a kid, he saw Yuki and he just snapped. And it just happens. All of a sudden, all of this anger and all of this frustration you have, all this people picking on you, it just got to him and he snapped in front of Yuki. And Yuki, instead of yelling back at him, said, "Are you? Are you stupid?" And Haru said, "No." And Yuki said, "I don't think you are either." And that's kind of when he started to realize that Yuki never thought he was stupid. It's just the people that told the tale and heard the tale and started that rumor thought that Haru was stupid, but Yuki never thought that Haru was stupid. Told Haru that he was not stupid. It set Haru's heart free. He was finally able to break free of those chains, of those words, of that box, and he became free now. Changed him. He had less outbursts and such. All these characters have such tragic backstories, and I feel bad for them with this curse and this possession that they can't have, like, relationships with people of the opposite. It's just odd. Like, they've gone through so much. They've been told so much as a child. Bro, this moment where he gives her the fucking ribbon. Oh my god. So freaking adorable. And her face. And he kisses it and says, "This is me, your approval princess." What? Akito character. The head of the Soma family freaks me the fuck out. Not only did he do what he did and scratched out Hotori's eye when he wanted to marry Kana, but he did something to Yuki where he locked him up in his special area, locked him up or something. I'm just like, what is wrong? He comes off so nice, Haru, when he introduced himself, but I'm like, I don't trust you one fucking bit. The real question I have is, why was Yuki locked up in that room, in the darkness, being inflicted pain or tortured by Akito? What the hell did Yuki do? That doesn't make any sense. Yuki doesn't seem the type of person to do something so horrible, so why was he locked up? Why? I have many questions. I love this. As he's playing Batman with everyone, Yuki realizes that all he wanted was parents that would hug him, parents that would love him. He wanted love, to cherish something, a good wife, a warm person, and he sees and looks at Toru, and he sees that a warm person, a loving person that cares about you exists, and that is Toru. And I'm just like, stop! Oh my god, my heart. Unless they take my heart and crush it and just shatter it. Oh my god. Poor Momoji. His mom married into the Soma family, and she held her son in her arms for the first time, and she just tossed him aside, rejected him, wanted nothing to do with him. That's so sad. So she had her memories wiped, and she just was awful, so awful. She hated her son, and it just caused her to go in this downward spiral, which is not Momoji's fault. He was just a child. She wanted her memories wiped, and Momoji thinks that it was for the best because that's why she got better, but it's just like, you see your mother, who is supposed to love you, be happy with your younger sister, who is not a Zodiac, with your father, and they're living a happy life, and you have to sit on the sidelines. It's just like, oh my god, why? Why must all these characters be tragic? I'm 100% convinced that that hat that was from that little kid, that when Toru was a kid, helped her find her way when she was lost, is Yuki's hat. At this point, I'm just assuming Toru is gonna be everyone's freaking therapist, because she's trying to make Kisa feel better, because Kisa went mute, stopped talking after she went to middle school, because of the way she was being bullied and the way people were being mean to her. She just wanted to not tell anyone, especially her mom, because she felt that guilt of that, the same way Toru felt, maybe, of that if she told anyone that she was being bullied or she was in pain, that her mother wouldn't love her anymore. And Toru knows what that feels like, because Toru was bullied in school, and she didn't want to, as a kid, and she didn't want to tell her mom because she thought her mom wouldn't love her anymore. And it's just like, Toru! We love you, man. Your mom, Toru, and Kitsu, your mom loves you no matter what. And Yuki feels the same way. He feels ashamed of what happened to him, so he closed himself off too, not wanting to tell anyone because he felt weak. But it's like, you're not weak. And I really hope Yuki admits to Toru and starts to realize that he doesn't need to be ashamed of what happened to him, because he should not feel ashamed. But Yuki has a point. sometimes it's so hard to see the good about yourself, to love yourself, because you're so engulfed, so wrapped so tightly around the negatives that you see about yourself, that other people see in you, that seeing the good in yourself, learning to love yourself can be so hard, and you just keep being consumed by the negative things. You keep being consumed by the things that you hate about yourself. That really, it's not until someone else, maybe a friend, a family member, or a complete stranger, says that I love you or I love this about you, that you start to realize someone else loves me for me. They don't necessarily see those negatives, and they look at me as who I am, and they love me. And that's when I think for a lot of people, that means more than loving yourself, because you see someone else loves me. So that means I must be good. I must have good qualities. Akito is fucking pissing me off. Hiro went to Akito saying, I love Kitsa, I love her. Akito decided, hey, I'm gonna torture and hurt Kitsa. And Hiro was like, I can't let that happen to her. I have to ignore her. I can't put her in harm's way anymore. So I just have to leave her alone, not get close to her. You, Akito, you are an asshole. You're the head of the Soma clan, but yet you are disrespecting all the Somas so hard. You are hurting them, putting them in these painful situations. You're doing more harm than good. You're saying no one will love them, people will treat them with disrespect. Toru has treated them with more respect than you have, Akito. Okay, Toru, Hanajima, and Uetani's friendship is so beautiful. I love the three of them together. They're such good friends. They're very different from each other, but they love each other so much, and I just love them. You big softy, Yukio. Making Toru dinner, making her a meal while she's sick to heal her up so that he can see, because he wants her to get better so he can see that goofy smile of hers. I know, Yukio, you big softy, you like Toru's smile, you like her, don't you deny it. I know, I see that blush, I see it. It's so cute to see Kyo be so happy that his martial arts master is here. He's just so happy. I love seeing him happy. Kyo's true form? What true form? Does it have something to do with that bracelet? And what does his master mean with they want him to take the next step? And that Toru would be the only one to accept his true form and who he really is. What true form? What? Is he like a cat demon thing? What? Because I know Yuki has something to do with it too, because the rat, he blames the rat. I don't know. Oh my god. He doesn't want anyone to know. He is some sort of demon cat monster thing. Oh my god. Kyo! He doesn't want to tell Toru. He doesn't want to tell anyone because, look at that single tear. He doesn't want to tell anyone because he doesn't want to lose what he has. He'd rather hide who he is, run away from the truth, from what he really is, than tell Toru, than tell anyone he cares about, because he's afraid of what he'd lose. He's afraid of losing Toru's compassion and her caring about him and this place that he has, but it's you can't be truly happy if you don't accept and learn to love yourself, as painful as it is. But then again, all these years he's had people be afraid of him and not want to look at him, but it's just it's not your fault, Kyo. That's the true form of the cat spirit. Oh my god, no wonder Kyo didn't want to tell anyone. But it's Toru wouldn't judge you. Toru cares about you. She doesn't care what you look like. You're still the same Kyo to her. What the fuck? Kyo, I understand you're in pain and you're hurting because you don't want people to see who you really are. But that doesn't give you the right to push Toru away. Because if she wants to still be friends with you, if she still wants to care about you, let her, please. He pushes her into the water and she's bleeding. Stop. I know you're in pain, but don't push Toru away, please. God damn it, this episode is breaking my heart, but it's also just Toru doesn't care if she's scared. She wants to be there for Kyo. She wants to listen to him. She wants him to be selfish. She wants to eat together with him. She wants to be around him. She wants to help him the way he helped her. She cares about you, Kyo. She's monster or not, she cares about you so much. Toru was scared, but she didn't see the ugly part of him. I mean, she did, but she didn't care. She saw you for you. She wanted to stay with you. Even after she saw the other side of you, the other parts of you, she still wanted to stay with you. Unlike your mom who kept avoiding seeing that ugly side of you, Toru saw it and she still wanted to stay with you because she likes you and she cares about you, damn it. What do you mean after graduation, Kyo's gonna be locked up and confined because he's the cat spirit, is this cat demon in him? What do you mean Kyo's gonna be locked up after graduation? No! Not on my watch! Hell to the no! You will not lock Kyo up. I don't care what his father says. I will not let that happen. Toru will not let that happen. That thing you're calling a fucking thing? That's Kyo. He's not a thing. He's a human person with feelings, and your son, you piece of... He didn't ask to have this cat spirit possess him. He didn't ask to have this demon cat true form thing. He didn't ask for it. Kyo's master is more a fucking father than his actual father is. Kyo's master raised Kyo and loved him, cherished him, and cared for him, knowing what Kyo's true form was. He didn't care because he loved Kyo. Though he wasn't his blood, his master loved Kyo more than Kyo's actual father. So in that respect, Kyo's master is more a father than his actual father or whatever was. And Kyo's master, I will forever be grateful for him raising Kyo, just teaching him all these life lessons and showing him that he needs to love himself. So Yuki's parents sold him off so they could have a better life. So they pretty much just sold him and abandoned him as a child. That's why he wants nothing to do with his parents / is not in contact with them. What the actual fuck? Man, those are some asshole parents. I'm sorry, but screw Akito. Screw what Akito wants. Has put the Somas, every single one of them, through so much pain. I don't care. I don't care. Screw Akito. Screw him. I hate him so much. I know Haru has a girlfriend. I did not know that. And she just broke up with him. Why? She said she didn't need him anymore. What did Haru do to do that? He loves her. He went dark Haru and destroyed a fucking classroom because he loves Rin. No way Haru would do anything bad unless he did, and we don't know, but he and Rin seem to be so close and loved each other, and now she's breaking up with I need answers now. What is up with Shigure and Akito? There is something going on. There's something going on there. I fucking knew it. I knew it. That hat that is in Toru's room belongs to fucking Yuki, and Yuki was the one as a child that helped a young Toru get unlost and help her find her mom. That's so sweet. I don't ship Toru and Yuki. I mean, I kind of do. But even if they don't end up together, the fact that she's able to bring him happiness, and the fact that he was told by Akito as a young child that you will never amount to anything, that there will be no light at the end of the tunnel, no happiness. And Yuki finds that happiness. He sees the brightness. He sees the light at the end of the tunnel. He sees that happiness, that beauty, that light with Toru. Toru cares about him, for him, likes him for him. So Akito was wrong. There is Toru. She is the light that Yuki needs. Why does Akito have to be here at their vacation house? Why? I know it's a Soma vacation house, but no one wants Akito here. Yuki, stop making me cry, man. I love you. Let me give you a hug. But for so long, Akito told Yuki that he was useless and that no one would need him. And that day when he helped Toru find her mom as when they were both children, she needed him. He saw that there was a person that needed him, and it opened his eyes, and it changed him, and it's just oh my god, yes. I swear, Kyo was this close to saying he loved Toru, or that he's in love with her, and I'm just ah! The day that he says it, I'm just gonna have a freak out. I do not like this. Akito requested to meet with Kyo, and I know something's gonna happen, and I don't like this, I hate this. No, Kyo, why would you do? Kyo made a deal with Akito years ago that if Kyo were to beat Yuki, if Kyo ever beat Yuki, Akito would stop calling him a monster, But if Kyo lost to Yuki before they graduated, Akito would lock him up forever. Are you shitting me? No! This is what Akito does. This is what he's good at. Good at digging his claws into you, saying whatever he can to make you doubt yourself, to make you think you're a horrible person. He calls Kyo a murderer, a monster. No one loves you. You're the reason for your mother's death. But that's what Akito does. He gets his claws into you with what he says to make you stay, to make you be loyal to him, because he tells you all these things about yourself and you start to believe it. If you are told over and over again these horrible things about yourself, you will start to believe them and think there's nothing else for you. That's what Akito does. He just gets his claws into you, and it's so hard for you to get out. Why is he the head of the Soma clan anyway? I know he's trying to keep everyone in check, but he's also pissing everybody off and making them fucking miserable. Oh my god! Kyo just told himself and thought to himself he loves Toru. He admitted it to himself that he loves Toru. Oh my god, I'm tearing up. This is wonderful. Oh my god, this is fantastic. Kyo wanting to be with Toru and just repeating over and over again he wants to be with her, and just his love for her, it's just like, oh my god. You have the right to be with Toru. You have the right to be happy. This bitch. Poor Momoji. His sister is starting to think that Momoji is her big brother. She sees Toru and she's like, can you help me make Momoji ask him to be my big brother? I wanted to be my big brother. And then Momoji's father told Momoji he wants him to stop taking violin lessons because he has the same teacher as Momo. He doesn't want Momo and his mom to get too close to Momoji. Why does Momoji have to suffer? It's not fair. He didn't ask to be born a zodiac. He just wants to be with his sister, and his sister wants to be with him, and he wants to have his mom back. Momo just wants a big brother. He just wants someone to play with her and talk to her. Have that private concert. You become a professional violinist, Momoji, and you have that concert for your mama and your papa and for Momo, and she'll see, look at my big brother. He's so cool. And now her parents are just like pushing her out of the house, like, we don't want you. Go find somewhere else to live. What the hell? It's not fair. Like, she didn't do anything wrong. Like, she didn't ask for this. Akito, you're lucky you're not real. Found out about Haru and Rin, and he confronted Rin about and pushed Rin out a fucking window. What the actual fuck, Akito? Screw you. Why? Is it because she's taking your Haru? Well, Haru's not yours, Akito. Screw you. I don't care what god you are. I don't care who you are. And now Rin feels like she can't be with Haru anymore. That's why Rin distanced herself from Haru. It's because she doesn't want to have Haru get attacked by Akito. She's trying to protect Haru, but it's like, Rin, you deserve to be happy too. Rin, you're gonna make me cry, Rin. Just kidding, I already am. She didn't want to get close to Haru. She was trying to protect Haru, and she didn't want to get close to Toru either because she didn't want to drag these kind people into her mess. She didn't want them to pay the consequences and be a part of this cruel world. She wanted Toru to be left in her own little world, to be in her kind world. Toru wants to break the curse. She will do anything to break the curse because she cares about you. She cares about the Somas so much. She doesn't know you very well, Rin, but she cares about you too, and she understands how hard it is to stand on your own, how hard it is to be alone, because she doesn't really have anyone, because she doesn't have her mom or her dad. This curse, I guess it is a real curse, the original Zodiacs made to the god, aka Akito, now reincarnated her, about how the Zodiacs will eventually all come back to their god. They will all live under the roof of their god. They will stay with their god, eventually come back. But it's like that bond was made so long ago that all the previous Zodiacs, including these ones now, have to kind of suffer. They have to keep coming back because of that bond. I just want it broken. Like, They shouldn't have to keep going back to Akito, especially if Akito is an asshole. Like, all the things Akito has done to, like, Rin, to Yuki, to Momoji, like, all these people, they don't need Akito. Akito is just holding them back, being ruthless to them. They need to be able to branch out and spread their wings. People can't catch a fucking break. Oh my god. You see a flashback of Yuki when he was younger. His mom dragged him off to the first time he met the head. He had conflicting thoughts in his head of, I hate you, I love you, go away, let me stay. He just was told over and over again that he's the rat, so that he's useless. His mom kind of threw him aside. After a while, Akito just whispered dark thoughts in his head, saying you're useless. He felt useless as a kid. It's like, you may be the rat spirit, but you're not useless. Just because he's the rat does not mean he's useless. Just because all of these bad things have happened to him in the past does not mean that this is going to be his future. He's going to rise above all of this. You'll see. That's why for so long the darkness got to him, and that's all he could see is like the negative things. All he could see was him being useless because of everything Akito said to him, everything that was grained into his brain at such a young age at being the rat spirit. And then you have his mom that just abandoned him and like doesn't even care about him. And the one person he tried to reach out for to have help, his brother, like, sad to say, his brother just like kind of brushed him off too, and it's so sad. Going to return Kyo's hat. He found Toru's mom, and then he found Toru when he was a little kid, and he returned Toru to his mom, and he returned Toru to her mom, and he thought someone needed me. Toru needed me. I felt needed, and she was relying on me. Oh my god, Yuki! And he kept this memory with him this one time, this one memory of someone needing and relying on him. He kept it with him always, and it was like his light at the end of the tunnel. Oh my god, my heart. Yeah, Kyo is the prince. He be looking really, really handsome. Oh my goodness. Toru's friend who's playing Cinderella, whose name completely escapes me at the moment, she can read your waves, and she can read Kyo's waves as the prince, and she says, you want to not be alone anymore. You don't want to be isolated anymore. Just come out and tell the truth, because I think she knows that he likes Toru. And she's like, you'll be alone forever, and you'll be isolated unless you find someone. And he's like, what is it? Kyo's like, what does it matter if I'm alone and isolated? It doesn't hurt anybody. And Toru's like, no, I don't want that. Toru basically said, I don't want you to be alone, Kyo. I want to be with you. Oh, it's so cute. Yuki make friends with all the members of student council is so fun. I love it, especially with the brown-haired boy. So I hope Yuki starts to bring Machi out of her shell, and they either become friends or maybe something more. I don't know, but I really like him helping Machi come out of her shell. I think it's really sweet. And you think things are starting to get better and look happy? Akito has to swoop in and just ruin everything. It is New Year's. Yuki is gonna go back to the estate to have the Zodiac dinner, and you think maybe nothing will go wrong. No, everything goes wrong. Yuki's comes clean. He apologizes to Akito. He just has this whole beautiful speech, and then Akito, being the little bitch that Akito is, Akito just decides to like take a like cup, hurts Yuki. He just like makes Yuki bleed. Why can't you just stop hurting these fucking people? Kunima saw the Cinderella-ish play on DVD that Momoji made. Oh my god. I want Kunima and Uetani to get together, or at least see each other again. I feel like Kunima is conflicted because I feel like he's conflicted between Akito and Uetani. I feel like he really cares and wants to see Uetani, but there's like the whole Soma curse, and Akito, I feel like Akito is just kind of like holding him. Like they all have that string, that thread. They're all tethered to Akito, but I just want Kunima and Uetani to see each other again. Hang on a minute. Kunima's curse is broken? But then why is he still here? Why is he still around Aki? I don't understand. He doesn't have that tether anymore. Why is he still around Akito? Like, he doesn't like keeping him still tethered to Akito. Or still there. Oh, Kuno, no. Kuno, he says he loves Uotani. He just, now that his curse is broken, he wants to hold her and truly be with Uotani. My heart. He could not leave Akito. Akito, they were both young, and Akito begged him, please don't leave me. And he just couldn't leave Akito. But the other thing is, if all the Zodiac members were to leave, and if they do leave and the curse is broken, the god ceases to exist. Akito wouldn't exist anymore. It's like, they can't. It's just like, even if the curse is broken and they leave, they just can't. They still can't really leave. It's like this ever-ending cycle. Kuno deserves to be happy and be with Uotani, be able to spread his wings and just leave. Oh, it's so sad, but oh. Honestly, I did not know that Akito was a girl. So if I've been calling Akito a he, I highly apologize. I didn't know. From here on out, I'm gonna start referring to Akito as she.